How can I lower my Connecticut tax liabilities? The IRS, Internal Revenue Service, marks the amount owed when it has collected money in a tax year. Americans commonly lower their tax liabilities by pursuing deductions and modifying their filing technique. 1. How does the Connecticut Tax Amnesty Program work? The Connecticut Tax Amnesty Program will offer tax relief from November 1, 2021, through January 31, 2022. There are various advantages to participating, including cheaper interest payments and penalties for individuals who have not submitted their taxes. They are required to declare a tax liability to the state, but they have not done so. 2. Why are my Connecticut taxes so exorbitant? Legislators, labor groups, and policy organizations in Connecticut are currently working to increase revenue by hiking the top personal income tax rate and imposing a capital gains levy, as well as implementing a statewide property tax on properties worth more than $330,000. 3. Why do I always have to pay Connecticut taxes? Earnings income taxes. State taxes must be paid by anybody earning enough to qualify for Social Security or state health benefits. Because it serves the public, the majority of this money goes toward services like housing, welfare, and Medicaid. 4. What can be done to reduce tax revenue? Money for your 401k NDS to your 401k NDS to your 401k NDS to your 401k NDS to your 401k NDS. K. Make an IRA contribution. Put money aside for education. Make a contribution to your FSA. You can save money by paying for your dependent's FSA. Make the most of your HSA. You can be eligible for it if you qualify for the Earned Income Tax Credit, EATC. 5. What are some ways to lower your tax liability? Pension plans and provident funds pay out in addition to life insurance premiums. Income from house property, National Pension System, NPS, investment. The cost of your health insurance premium. Having a disabled dependent costs a lot of money. Medical care is compensated. 6. What does it mean to reduce taxes? Any tax refund, including interest received from the government agency, or tax credit, that is, a net decrease in cash taxes actually paid by parent, the company, or any of their affiliates, results in a reduced amount of cash. 7. What does it mean to reduce taxable income? Because the money you donate to a traditional IRA is pre-tax, it will lower your tax burden. Whether you take the standard deduction or itemize, you will owe less in income taxes. 8. What are amnesty programs and how do they work? Back taxes are frequently forgiven, fines are erased, and interest is not assessed through tax amnesty. Tax amnesty is a concept in which a government grants delinquent taxpayers the option to settle their debts at a specific moment in time. 9. What is an income tax amnesty scheme? Frequently, the government announces an income tax rebate program that allows delinquent people to pay additional taxes and penalties without fear of their funds being seized. In order to become tax compliant, non-compliant taxpayers do not have to fear legal sanctions. Is tax amnesty a beneficial tax policy? An exemption from taxes may lead to increased efficiency if the government continuously proves its dedication to tax administration, but not at the expense of taxpayers. Those with shaky credibility are more likely to encourage tax avoidance, which, if true, might hurt revenue in future years. 11. What is the amnesty program for tax penalties? Any taxpayer with unpaid penalties and fees due on April 1, 2020, or March 31, 2021, would be eligible for a waiver of the penalty and fee amounts assessed in the taxable year commencing in April 2020 if they participated in the program. 12. How expensive are Connecticut taxes? New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut are among the top 10 states in Wallet Hub's rankings, with some of the highest tax rates in the country. Connecticut came in second position overall, followed by New York and New Jersey. Is Connecticut's tax rate higher than New York's? Is there a state tax owed in New York that Connecticut owes? If NY has a higher state tax rate than CT, do you get a credit for the amount of NY's taxes you paid in excess of CT? If you make income in both New York and another state, you must submit separate returns for each state. Is Connecticut a tax-friendly state? Connecticut is one of the least tax-friendly states in the United States. Connecticut, unlike most other states, does not levy a tax on Social Security income. 15. Why do I have to pay state taxes every year? If your withholding was insufficient, you may owe additional taxes. If your state assesses income tax, you must file both federal and state income tax returns. You will owe state income taxes based on your income if you claimed any deductions or credits on this form. 16. Why do I have to pay taxes year after year? You may be entitled to back payment for a variety of reasons, including exorbitant earnings. For example, in many cases, dues for 2021 were calculated using returns from the previous year, so certain conditions, such as more income in 2021 or a child losing his or her benefit, may result in a lower taxable amount. 17. Why do I have so many taxes due in 2020? Why did I have to pay tax? I ask. This could be explained in part by the coronavirus pandemic. Unemployment income, supplementary job, or self-employment are all conceivable reasons for the amount of return you receive each year to change.